Welcome back to the Dorian Finance Podcast, where we discuss finance, business, and much more. Our topics today is stocks for recession, financial lessons I wish I started when I was 18 years old. I'm your host, Dorian, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on your path to financial freedom. Let's get started right by you following my podcast. It's not what you do that makes you rich, but how you do it. Stocks for a recession. First of all, what is a recession? It's an economic term that refers to a significant decline in economic activity across the economy. It is typically characterized by a decrease in gross domestic product (GDP), employment, investment spending, and overall economic output. It is commonly defined as 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. Now, what stocks to buy during a recession? Defensive stocks, companies that perform essential services or goods such as utilities and healthcare. Dividend paying stocks, stocks that pay dividends are very attractive during recessions. Dividend payments can provide a source of income, and companies with a history of consistent dividends may incentivize financial stability. Blue chip companies. These are companies that are very large, well established, usually 100-year-old companies with a track record that may be considered more stable during economic downturns than anything else. Consumer staples, companies that provide, like I said already, essential consumer goods such as food, beverages, household products, may see more stability demand during tough economic times. Gold and precious metals. Some investors turn to precious metals like gold as a hedge against economic uncertainty. Bonds. Fixed income investments such as government or high quality corporate bonds are generally considered safer during recessions. Now, I haven't specifically looked at any companies. These are the basic rules that are in almost every single stock book when it comes to recession, which really boils down to let's look for a utility, healthcare company, or grocery store, or a company that provides essential goods like food or drinks that everyone needs to have anyways during tough times or not, or you buy gold. Those are usually the things that they all say. The only problem with gold is the fact that you really have to time it or you're going to be sitting on it because it really doesn't have a yield. You don't get dividends from holding gold, and that's really the difference. So I wanted to take these rules and I wanted to look at if there was any company that was doing suggestions and did they match what these rules are. So I took Forbes, which made a best stocks for January 2024, which it was kind of hilarious because it literally matched it completely because majority of the companies was either healthcare or utilities. That was it. It was Merck and Company, which is a healthcare company. Pepsi Corp, which is a consumer defensive company, which makes mostly beverages, but it has a snack side too. Then you have BXD, which is a healthcare company, and I'll just run off the stock symbols for most of them. CMS, which is another utility, and then Xcel, which was interesting because my grandfather even invested in them, and that's a utility. Next stock is AEE, which is a utility, AMGN, which is healthcare, TMO healthcare, DHR healthcare. So that's the list, which sides from Pepsi Corp. It's literally all healthcare and utilities. And why is that? Utilities, everyone has to pay their electric, their water. So it's a stable company. It has a dividends, and usually they are also what they call a legal monopoly because of how much it costs to establish them. So it really doesn't make sense for another company to try to like move in on their territory because of the cost it is. And then healthcare is everyone needs it, and thanks to Obamacare, American Affordable Care Act, Everyone needs healthcare, so that's what that is as well. Now, this is my pep talk for why buy stocks during a recession, why buy stocks during war, is usually the stock market is undervalued, meaning companies like Pepsi, Amazon, Apple, many other companies that are not going to go anywhere are going to be underpriced. So you can literally buy the stock at a discount and hold it. Or you buy a stock, Apple, Microsoft, that have a dividend, which are also blue chip stocks, and you diversify, and you're also planning for retirement long term. So you want have a very long horizon, which most recessions last only 2 years or less. Wait the 2 years, and then the market goes up, and then boom, your stocks go up by a lot. That's the pep talk of why you want to buy stocks during a recession is you're getting a discount. It's like going to the supermarket and seeing a 70% off on your favorite drink or food and not buying it. That's really what it is. So it's you need to buy it when it's on sale. Moving on to financial lessons I wish I started when I was 18 years old. I wish I, instead of having my cash in my wallet or something like that, or even my debit checking account, I wish I opened up a high yield savings account so I gained that 4 to 5% annual interest on my money. I wish I started investing in the stock market when I was 18 years old. I actually invested in buying silver and gold at that time. So there's a trade off there. And then getting into the habit of eating healthy foods and exercising every day. Yes, I was very healthy at the age of 18 because I started doing that, but I still have a problem with eating. I sometimes eat a lot of bad food. I binge eat, and I'll probably have to look at the definition of a eating disorder because I probably do have that. But it's not about putting a label of that on myself. It's about, okay, what do I need to do to move forward to improve my life? And now I'm starting. It's better to start today than to wish you have done it yesterday because you can't affect your past. You have to just focus on the present and keep on going from there. And really, these habits, having a high yield savings account, okay, I've seen a lot of benefit from that now. Investing in the stock market, I see a higher benefit of doing that than buying gold and silver coins. And then eating healthy and exercising every day, I now do. And I find a health benefit in it's not just physical, but it's also mental. I also feel more energy. I feel like I can do more. And I'm laughing that I'm older and I feel younger. I feel like my body is younger than I was. Please follow my podcast. Thank you for listening to the Dorian Finance Podcast. And my next episode's main topic is Trump versus Biden.